The Round Island Lighthouse story actually begins more than a century before any lighthouse, the state of Mississippi, or the United States for that matter, existed. Back then, the waters of the Gulf of Mexico teemed with European explorers, traders, privateers, and pirates, and this area of the continent's coastline was populated by tribes of native people. In 1699, while searching for the mouth of the Mississippi River, famed French explorer Pierre Le Moyne d'Iberville discovered a small barrier island with a dome-like silhouette, which he aptly named Round Island. Throughout the 18th century, the region became more settled, eventually transitioning from a French colony to a territory of the United States. Mississippi achieved statehood in 1817, and in 1831, Congress appropriated funds for the construction of a lighthouse near Pascagoula. Round Island was chosen as the ideal site, and by February of 1833, the first lighthouse was erected at a cost of $5,895. Lighthouse keeper Curtis Lewis took up residence on the island, earning an annual salary of $500. He and the generations of keepers who followed him, along with their families, belong to a proud legacy of Americans who devoted their lives to ensuring safe passage for mariners and vessels through the often treacherous shoals along the coastline. Round Island's history includes several colorful incidents. In 1849, it gained notoriety as a staging area for an unsanctioned plan to liberate Cuba from Spain. The operation involved private ships, arms, and hundreds of soldiers of fortune, many who'd fought in the recent Mexican War. President Zachary Taylor ordered a naval blockade to shut down the plan, which resulted in a lengthy standoff until the would-be revolutionaries were ultimately forced off the island. Historians regard the Round Island Cuban filibuster affair as an event that fueled growing tension between the North and South. A decade later, the nation was plunged into civil war. During the war, Round Island was reportedly a setting for blockade runners and cotton smuggling. It was also used as a quarantine station during the yellow fever epidemics of the late 1800s. As for the lighthouse, after just 2 decades of service, the original structure had become unstable due to its proximity to water and erosion of the soft, shifting sands. In 1859, a more structurally sound brick lighthouse and keeper's dwelling was constructed. The 50-foot tower was fitted with a 4th-order Fresnel lens that gave the oil-burning flame a visibility range of approximately 12 nautical miles. During the Civil War, the lens was removed by Confederate troops and taken to Birmingham, Alabama for safekeeping. After the war, the lighthouse again returned to serving its vital function of safeguarding the coastline until being decommissioned by the Coast Guard in 1944. Over the decades that followed, Round Island was returned to the public domain, and the abandoned old lighthouse continued to stand as a beloved landmark.